Back in 1994, when I was a part of the team in New York that won the Stanley Cup with New York Rangers, I think that cup run really transcended the game. It got a lot of people interested in hockey. It got a lot of kids interested in hockey. Only to turn around and realize that it wasn't easy to play hockey in the metro area. We set out on a journey to figure out a way how we could alleviate some of the pressure on the lack of ice. When we went to see their armory, it was a wow moment for all of us. We're going to be able to create opportunity where opportunity hasn't been there in the past.
The first time I saw the building as a kid growing up, it was like something out of Disney World.
When I first walked in and I saw the drill hall floor and the first level, then it went down, then we went down again, and there were more rooms and more rooms and more rooms, and it's just enormous.
The first thing you see is you get off the subway platform and you have this massive fortress that's just sitting in front of you. The exterior of the building is in a Romanesque style, so it's just a beautiful example of the height of architecture when they were still using brick and mortar. It's a fantastic, beautiful structure.
It's about 27 minutes from Midtown on the 4 train. It's accessible from the east side, from the west side. It's near interstate highways. It's near major commuter railway lines.
We got the architects to go in, and they quickly calculated that we could put 9 sheets of ice inside the existing building, which would make us the world's largest indoor ice facility. If you want to be the biggest and best of anything, it takes a very skilled and competent team.
The design and development teams are best in class. We have Gilbane Construction, STV, BBB Architecture. They are the premier builders and designers of arenas and more specifically ice sports facilities in the United States. There's no team better qualified to bring this project to the market.
This is built like a fortress. It is so solid, it is so well built, it is quite incredible. For well over 25 years, the firm has been dedicated to ice sport facilities, both training and recreation and spectator facilities. We have done more restorations, renovations of major ice sport facilities than anybody else in the world that we know of. One of our most famous restorations, transformations, was Madison Square Garden. At Kingsbridge, one of the other things we're doing, which is again unique, never been done before in the world, is we're putting 4 of the rinks suspended above 5 of the rinks below. We've created a major east-west promenade, over 600 foot long, with cafes on it, with retail on it, shops to go along on one side, and then all of the ice rinks on the other. We think it's totally unique. There's nothing else even close to this in the world.
Gilbane is the largest family-owned construction company in the United States. Gilbane built the 1980 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, New York. We've also built the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. On the professional level, we built the home for the New Jersey Devils, the Prudential Center. We've also built the Dunkin Center in Providence, Rhode Island, where the P. Bruins play. Gilbane is the best company to build the Kingsbridge project.
New York City's buildings have a deep cultural history, and we look forward at American Immigration Group to continue that tradition and restore the Kingsbridge Armory into an iconic structure that all of the communities in New York and the surrounding areas can enjoy. We are thrilled to be able to contribute over 6,000 new jobs to the Northwest Bronx with the creation of the Kingsbridge project.
So I think at the core of EB5 is offering foreign nationals access, frankly, to the American dream, offering them access to a path towards permanent residency. And I think there's a really nice symmetry with the Kingsbridge project in that at the core of our corporate purpose is to create opportunity.
It enables the Chinese immigrant families to come to the United States, to attend U.S. universities, to start their own businesses, and ultimately gain citizenship here in this country.
We check all the boxes for EB5, and especially with the unemployment rate in the Bronx, we feel this is a perfect project.
The Armory is huge for us, and What it does is allows for us to create jobs, paying a living wage. It allows for our kids to be introduced to new sports and give them more opportunities. And it will help us to rebrand the Bronx. So for anyone who's supportive of the Armory, I really want to say thank you and welcome.
At American Immigration Group, we were incredibly enthusiastic about joining Mark Messier and Sarah Hughes to develop this project.
It will provide access and opportunity for kids and adults and community to rally around an economic engine. It will create jobs, it will create trajectories for kids that they can't even think about today. It'll change parents' lives when their kids are happier and healthier.
The Armory to us will be the biggest convener of local sports, international sports, and just as importantly, the biggest incentivizer of health and training in the United States, if not the world.
Sports are really they're barrier breaking. You don't need to speak a different language or spend years and years learning how to communicate through words. Sports gave me an education that sitting in a classroom couldn't do.
We're really excited to create an organization of Kingsbridge youth hockey and to really inspire these kids to get on the ice and understand what it means to be on a team, what it takes to be on a team. Where else other than New York City would you want the best and the biggest of anything? And the Armory will provide us with the world's largest indoor ice facility.
Kingsbridge will roll off people's tongues, just like Yankee Stadium, Bronx Zoo, Botanical Garden.
The idea of having people from around the world coming into the neighborhood to train, to use the facility for general skate, to view a concert or programming at the 5,000-seat Center Ice Arena, and those activities creating an economic driver in a way that's responsible development with shared value and opportunity for those in the neighborhood as well. That to me feels like a responsible development that I'm proud to be associated with.
When one of the first kids that walks through the door in 2018 and 20 years later has an opportunity to play in a National Hockey League, I think it'll be a proud day for all of us.
现在啊，这个闪电队最大的问题啊，就是后面补射的球员老是不到位。还有强森上来了，在场球进了，嚯吼！